Good morning, everybody. Which is STRANG from the UK. Just going to go over my favourite project, Cardano. We're finally getting there. As I spoke about briefly on Monday on the news update, talked about the Shelley Summit coming up. This project, it sort of started it in 2015. It was sort of launched in October 2017 with massive hype. The price obviously was coming up to the height of the bull run, and I said before it was like 1 cent in October and reached $1.33 within 3 months. Huge returns. Then obviously we had the 2018 crash, and 2019 was a lot of promises about Shelley, and it never happened. And Charles Hodgkin has sort of gone over that many times, as that they had a lot of issues. It's obviously a very advanced technology. It is the third generation in cryptocurrency, and what they are planning with their roadmap is a very determined roadmap with so much plans and future development of the whole project, and it really is such a huge project that he's undertaken, the IOHK with Emergo and the Cardano Foundation themselves, and we're really now getting there, as I really do believe we're starting seeing the Cardano rise through the charts. I've always said, I believe, as I said before, I've done a video, and my first ever video on YouTube was where I said I believe, this is just my personal opinion, it's not financial advice, it will be the first $1 trillion crypto. It's ranked number 10, just over 8 cents. I was always hoping when in June would be at 10 cents. I believe once Shelley is actually rolled out, we'll quickly go through the dates in a minute. Once we have the summit and Shelley's rolled out, I believe we're going to have a huge pump in the price. Again, this is not financial advice. This is only my personal opinion. I believe we're going to have a massive pump in price when people see the full scope of the project. Once Gongren's released with the smart contracts, I personally believe will smash through the all-time highs. But again, that's just my personal opinion. I've noticed lately, I've been speaking about Cardano for a long time. It's been my favourite project for as long as I can remember, and I've done many videos. But lately, I've noticed on YouTube the amount of people doing dedicated Cardano videos. Yet you still get the haters. You can think of a few who always like to. Someone called it Cardano and things like that. Well, we can criticise any project one way or another, but Cardano, I've always believed in the team, always believed in the project, and we have been very patient. As I said before, it was always known as what was Cardano with the Byron, the first part of the roadmap. It was just a basic thing with a wallet with bugs. That's what people used to state. But and I say, Shelley's been a long time coming, but we're there. And I've got my Daedalus wallet. It's got various loads. I've got for other family and friends. It's got my own. I've got one for my daughter for when she's older. This is how much I believe in the project. You can get Cardano. Look for all these different exchanges. Obviously, on the big ones, Binance, UOB. You can get it on Bittrex, BitHum, Kraken, Bitmax. You can get them on loads, OKX, loads and loads of exchanges. So I'll hold mine. I'll just quickly show you my Daedalus wallet. This is for my daughter. So I'm just going to constantly build this up. So at the moment, it's got 38,800. Now, when people talk about price, as I always said, no one can tell you what the future price will be. It's merely people with assumptions, but people can see the roadmap. They can see the future plans. They can see the community and the team. I've seen some crazy predictions that reach $100 per coin. Well, we'd have to smash through the $1 trillion market cap for that. I personally believe, again, within 5 years, we'll see a $10 ADA. That's no guarantee. We may get some other projects come out there which are better. I don't know, there would be, but you never know what's going to happen in the next couple of years. We have no idea, but it's just merely my personal opinion. I think we're easily going to smash through the dollar price once Gongren's released, and so forth. And so that's one of my wallets. Very easy to use. Go up here, you've got your summary, obviously, with your wallet, you send and receive. Very quick to send and receive. List your transactions. Very simple. They do Daedalus wallet updates. Easy. You just update the wallet and it's fine. It all transfers automatically. Fantastic. Never had any issues. This one's been stagnant now since the end of April. I'm going to add some more added to this soon. I've been adding to my other wallets. I do hold some on exchanges, but mainly I like to keep on various Daedalus wallets. But as I say, to me, it's up to you. Do your own due diligence, but I'm happy on exchanges. But I just like these Daedalus wallets. If you do go down the route of Daedalus wallet, you can go on Cardano.org. If I just quickly scroll back, you can go on their main site is Cardano.org, and it's got there. You can download the wallet. It's now password protected, and they give you recovery phrases. So if you ever accidentally deleted your wallet, you could just reboot your wallet up. However, if you do not have your phrases, or you forget your password, then you have no access to that wallet, and it's effectively lost forever. So I cannot emphasize enough that obviously you keep them very safe, the passwords, in a fireproof safe perhaps, tucked away, no one can see it. You know, you really, it's absolutely imperative you never lose those phrase words or your password, because there's no support team to help you find it or unlock it or anything like that. I guess that's why a lot of people keep on exchanges like Binance with their SAFU. You know, basically if your account got hacked for any reason, they've got a thing called SAFU where it allows your assets will be refunded whatever you lose, obviously with 2FA, email proof, etc. And you know, it's up to everyone else. You know, I personally keep them on both exchanges and with Dodge Wallet. Other people might just want to keep them exchanges. Again, entirely up to you. So, basically, I mentioned on Monday about the Cardano Summit. Charles mentioned it on a recent video. I watch his AMAs every week. Fascinating when he talks. He goes off. Sometimes it's not just about crypto speak. He talks about the world's problems. And he really is an extremely intelligent man, the way he comes across and his in-depth knowledge. Incredible for a guy who's only 32. You know, absolutely brilliant. He done an AMA the other day. We talked about Gongarin, and the way he worded it, I'm getting the impression that we're going to hear about Gongarin at the summit. Whether he'll state a release date, I don't know. But I think the summit, reading between the lines, we're going to get some big news. Coinbase, I hope so. I can't see why Coinbase wouldn't have it on Coinbase now when Shelley's release got their mainnet. Again, I know he stated before an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, so that tells me it will be on there one day, and if they don't put it on when Shelley's released, when will they? But I guess, you know, again, time will tell. So that's the hope for the summit. There's been rumours on Twitter recently about a debit card coming out. He touched briefly the other day on the AMA about debit cards, and I don't believe it's going to be announced. I think that's in the pipeline, but nothing yet. But again, who knows? But if you want to register for the summit, register for free. I'll put the link below. It's cardanosummit.iohk.io. 2-day event. Obviously, because of coronavirus, it's not the big razzmatazz and the big stage they were going to have the announcement. Instead, it was going to be a massive, basically, launch of Shelley, but now it's got to be a virtual summit because of what's going on. As I said before, you know, they've got all these people speaking. You know, there's a guy called Vinton Cerf there. He's the Vice President Chief Internet Evangelist at Google. You've got various people. I think he said the other day on the AMA, unless I'm mistaken, I think it's about 100 speakers. Obviously, Charles Hodgson's going to speak. He's going to be very passionate. I've seen him on his AMAs. You know, I say go back to these. Follow him on YouTube. He's brilliant, as well as Twitter. He gets very angry and picked when he gets criticised, like we all would, you know. But he's very, very passionate. And now Shelley's actually being released. He loves to stick basically two fingers up to all the doubters and all the haters. You can see the passion in him. He's a very passionate man. And I've said before, how many other CEOs of companies or cryptocurrencies do a weekly AMA with updates? Most of them just rely on Twitter for updates. This guy does the Twitter. You know, they've got parts of their website give constant updates, which I'll show in a minute, but also the weekly AMAs where people can ask any questions. He answers all the doubters. He answers any questions. He does get asked a lot, and it's well worth joining him, to be honest. Set your bell for notifications so you know when he's going live. It's not always a set time. So anyway, going back to the Shelley Summit, join it 2nd and 3rd of July. And he says there, the Shelley Summit is brought to you by Input Output. Obviously, that's Charles Hodgson's the CEO of that, the Cardano Foundation, people behind Cardano, and Emergo. Emergo is like the business side. They're the ones who are sort of paving the way for worldwide adoption of Cardano. And Emergo recently tied up with a company called Ergo, and they're basically working together. So they've got a blockchain-based decentralized financial solution setup going on. So you can see also the partners and contributors at this summit, you know, massive companies again. I think it's going to be a really good summit. I don't know who's going to announce the big news. I guess it will be Charles, that's what I assume. But he's definitely got something lined up for this summit. And I think when that comes out, what's been stated at the summit, that's when I personally believe ADA's price will rocket. A couple of days after the summit, will we have a correction? Depends obviously how big the pump is. I'm guessing easy double digits, I'll say, pumps. I guess just time will tell. Let's see what he states anyway. So if you go on actual Cardano.org on the roadmap, they give a weekly update and you can go through it. Everything they're doing, they give regular updates. If something's not been updated, like the Daedalus wallet, they just state there's no update from the team this week. But all the different departments give an update and you go through it all. Then Gongarin at the bottom. This week, the Plutus team fixed some problems in the Plutus SCB smart contract backend, an issue with the chain index startup sequence, and a general had an issue. So it's just basically an update in Gongren, but that's the one I really can't wait to find the release date. I think that's the real turning point. That's when I personally view Cardano will smash through the top 5. You think of its rivals, there's many rivals Cardano, let's be honest. But I'm thinking obviously like Ethereum 2.0, what's happening with that? That just seems to be delayed till later in the year. With Ethereum and their staking, obviously Cardano do great staking pools, but with Ethereum, you've got to have minimum 32 Ethereum to do staking. You also think of Tezos, EOS, and Cardano are very aggressive and really outright full thinking about their roadmap. And you go on their roadmap itself. I say Byron was the basic stage. Shelley, we're finally there. I say the next one that I'm really looking forward to is Gongren. But if you go down Shelley, this is all what Shelley's about. States there, following from the Byron era, the Shelley era of Cardano is a period of growth and development for the network. If you just scroll down a few paragraphs at the end, come the end of the Shelley era, we expect Cardano to be 50 to 100 times more decentralized than other large blockchain networks, with the incentive scheme designed to reach equilibrium around 1,000 stake pools. I read the other day, I think at the moment about 960 stake pools. I think I read that on one of the tweets. Current prominent blockchain networks are often controlled by less than 10 mining pools, exposing them to serious risk of compromise malicious behaviour. So this is what I just love about Shelley. Finally there. Go through a tweet that he sent. This was a tweet he sent back on 28th of May where he stated, when Shelley, here you go. And the amount of likes and retweets, including myself. So the plan is, release target is June the 30th. But they've said if there's any issues, they've also stated July the 7th. But again, that's all basically how it goes in the general release. But I know they've done a lot of test nets, etc. So they're hoping there's not obviously going to be any issues. So the absolute latest will be July the 7th. So Shelley, the fully decentralized proof of stake network. Also, Charles did a tweet the other day as well. When he's put this, he stated this was 16th of June. Hit another deadline. Obviously next week's a really big one, but he's saying the balance check and HF combinator test. We've just released our first version, the datas for the Shelley testnet. So that was great tweet to have. So when you scroll through, I say the roadmap, obviously I'm looking forward to Gongren. He hasn't really talked about Basho and Voltaire that much. I'm sure he will do. I think, don't run for you can walk type of scenario. Let's get Shelley fully out there, then let's contract Gongren. I'm sure he does want Shelley released and all sorted in July, then the next day, when's getting Gongren? He's obviously need to progress Gongren as quick as possible, but I say, to me, this will be the turning point when it's his final release. So with the integration of smart contracts, the Gongren era represents a big step forward in capability for the Cardano network, where the Shelley era decentralized the core of the system. Gongren has the ability to build decentralized application dApps on Cardano's solid foundation of peer-reviewed research and high assurance development. So Gongren, hopefully, let's find out when it's coming. So IOHK.zendesk.com is when you can go out and you get all the updates and anything you saw. How does this work? It tells you. So you scroll down to the Shelley testnet information support articles for the Shelley testnet. The mainnet Daedalus wallet, IOHK's full node wallet. Daedalus Flight is a new pre-production version of Daedalus wallet. Incentivized testnet staking, frequently asked questions, stake pool operators, and incentivized testnet ADA holders. So if you go on here and say, why the incentivized testnet? It states there, incentivized testnet allows us to test something our earlier testnets couldn't. Real behavior, and real behavior requires real rewards. So if you join their staking, get rewarded with ADA. And obviously as more is staked, that reduces the supply. So again, that would increase the price. But I think more and more people are seeing the potential of Cardano. I say it's taken a while. People are not listening to the doubters. And if it does, or when it does, we say reaches Coinbase, and as I said before, many people just coming into crypto, the first timers, just getting started cryptos, most people, Coinbase is their first stop. And ADA being on there will really, really help Cardano progress and climb up the charts further. That's what I personally believe. Also, I mentioned the other day on the news was that the IOHK have now joined Hyperledger. More fantastic news. So, just going over the whole project, if you scroll back to CoinMarketCap, you can see at the moment market cap just over 2 billion, volume in the last 24 hours, nearly 317 million. The total supply at the moment is 31 million. The max supply there'll ever be in the history of Cardano is 45 billion. So the biggest volume, you look at the market pairs, is Binance, no surprise there. So if anyone wants help with the Daedalus wallet, it's very straightforward. Just download it from the site cardano.org. It's fine. And then send your ADA from an exchange. You cannot buy direct on cardano.org to get the ADA token. You cannot do that straight away. You have to buy your ADA on an exchange and then send your Daedalus wallet. They do not have an option to buy ADA through cardano.org, the official site. Just to let you know. But anyone needs assistance getting started exchanges, getting ADA, transferring to Daedalus wallet, let me know. I've helped quite a few people now with their Daedalus wallet. I send basic screenshots, step-by-step guide on how to do it, and so there's no issues. Anyone else got any comments below about ADA? I said I know I've mentioned this project many times. I just think we're finally reaching this sort of a major hurdle now with Shelley. Then the next one with Gonga, and I think it'll be life-changing money. That's my personal opinion. Let's see what happens. As I say, do your own due diligence. Never put in any money you can't afford to lose, because no one can guarantee anything. There's no guarantees, trust me, especially in crypto. Okay, thanks very much. Thanks for listening. Please comment below. Please like. Please subscribe if you'd like to. That'd be great. Lovely to hear from you. Any help, email me, info@cryptostrang.com. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.